Cliff Farm.
Yeah, it's the cliff farm. It's where they grow cliffs. Oh look, we're learning how to dive. Literally the only thing Banjo could do at the start of this game is jump and walk.
Oh man.
Could be worse.
Yeah, like,
It could be
it's
like...
a situation where they needed to have you learn moves, but if they gave you all of Kazooie's moves from the start, the GBA has 4 buttons.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it could be worse. It could be like Banjo's really big and fat, and every time he jumps, he's like, "Oh, I need to stop eating pizzas."
Yeah.
It's a good thing these games would never do that.
Yeah. So, underwater are like separate areas, and these bubbles just fill you up. And you don't have to like go back to where you rose up. You can just hit the button and you'll resurface where you dove. And you can only dive if there's bubbles.
That's interesting.
They're basically doors. So, as you would expect, every level has 10 Jiggies, 5 Jinjos, 100 notes. It's standard. There are only 5 levels in this game because it's a GBA game. They can't fit 10 levels. Or 9 levels.
There are only 5 levels in this game?
Yep.
Feels like way more.
Yeah. Oh, we can learn how to climb.
I feel like this is even more egregious than Banjo-Kazooie.
I mean,
Banjo, you're on the
Banjo
level of
started
baby.
with all of his basic moves. Like anything you would expect an adult to know how to do, Banjo could already do in Kazooie. In level 2, we learned how to feed ourselves.
Oh, Jesus.
So, maybe for palette reasons, the Jinjos, each level has a different colored Jinjo, but there's only the one color in that level. So, like, every Jinjo here is brown.
Actual
But then, like, the
segregation
next
is a
level
real
might
big
have
problem.
pink ones.
What video game dialogue?
Yeah. So, I hope you like slides, because this game's got a lot of them.
Oh, no. Oh, fuck, this looks like garbage.
It is. They get
Fun
worse.
fact, they were so proud of these minigames that on mobile phones they released Banjo-Kazooie Grunty's Revenge, the minigame collection, and it's just the minigames from this game on your phone.
What?
Yeah, you can play these riveting games whenever you want, wherever you
The
go.
mid-2000s were a dark time when people realized they could just cut bits out of their games and put them on mobile.
Yeah, like this is, I'm pretty sure, like pre-smartphone, mobile phone app sort of
Yes.
things.
It was definitely pre-smartphone.
Yeah.
What a dark era.
Other games that also did this include Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus.
Mm-hmm.
It was well known amongst very good games, definitely.
What are these
So they-
tentacles? Are they time
Whiplash.
tentacles?
They're Whiplash. They existed in the last game.
But they look so weird in this game.
That's just
That's because
this game.
everything looks weird in this game.
They look like Eldritch in out of place.
A lot of things don't really look like they belong in this game. Like, a lot of things.
Banjo fights the primordial evil.
Yeah. Please don't spoil the plot
the
of Nuts and Bolts.
perspective here.
Whoops, I missed the Jinjo because the perspective's bad.
Oh boy, oh this is distressing to look at. Oh god.
Like, I will say, they successfully moved the Banjo formula to the GBA. Like, it has everything you would expect a Banjo game to have, just none of it's good.
They were too obsessed with wondering whether they could to figure out whether they should.
Yeah.
The screen is so small and I can see so little, but I still feel like I want to see less of this.
The real benefit of switching text speed to fast is that they mumble less. Isn't there like a thing? Do I have to try and leave before they'll? I swear. Huh. I swear there's a
100% this
minigame
one?
here, but maybe it's in a different room. Everything looks kind of the same in this game, by the way. And of course I'm 100%ing it. Why wouldn't
Oh,
you?
Jesus.
Why would you ever think that I wouldn't 100%?
There's a lot of reasons to not 100% Banjo-Kazooie.
Let's see if this guy's got any advice for us now that we've got some Jinjos. Alright.
The fun fact is that in the previous thread of this LP, I was going to be playing this, but in trying to 100% this game, I got so goddamn sick of this game that I never wanted to play it again.
Also, you may have noticed that the Jinjo Oracle was only saying the one thing to us. He only, like, we've collected multiple Jinjos, but you have to go back to it every single Jinjo to get the advice, because, like, once you've collected 3 Jinjos, you'll get the 3 Jinjo tip instead of getting all of them in order. Which makes the Jinjo Oracle even more useless, because you have to just keep going back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, her name is Mama Clucker. There's that rare wit for you.
It's like a square.
Yeah. So how do you feel about Banjo game without Kazooie?
It's fine.
It's less rude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Banjo's
Well,
a nice man.
It's actually genuinely interesting to see just Banjo on his own without Kazooie. It's kind of neat.
Also highlights just how little Banjo can do on his own.
Yeah, Kazooie's kind of the star of the show.
I think there's a charm to it. Banjo's fighting against the odds. He's an underbear.
Yeah. Also, you may have noticed that they didn't have a lot of ideas on where to put collectibles, so they put a Jiggy here right next to something that you have to collect 5 of to get a Jiggy.
Yep.
Also, there's a current in this water. It's not, like, visible. You can only tell by noticing that Banjo controls differently.
Just go around the
Can't go
top.
back. Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ.
have to. I thought I could fit, but I couldn't.
You
Banjo's
should know
big.
better.
He's thick.
Yeah.
Thick.
I love all these notes in this water that I trudge through so slowly due to the current.
What's he doing there?
Yeah, you can see he just moves on his own here.
Oh no,
Don't
Banjo,
die.
watch out, you're moving right towards the tentacle. Oh god, he can't hear us, he's got his AirPods on.
Oh no. So the honey hives always drop an exclamation point honeycomb. They probably figured that's easier than having them drop like 3 regular ones. Which, sure.
Yeah. It's just me, or does Banjo's mumbles sound really sad in this game?
Yep. Also, this is the thing I was thinking of earlier.
Oh,
I thought it was at the other sheep. So here's another minigame they use a lot. And it's not good. It's worse than the slide. So we can hold the button to increase our power, and we're fishing. This is about the quality of like what you would expect from a Mario Party.
Please don't insult Mario Party like this.
And the
No,
GBA
but
Mario
it was-
Party was pretty bad.
It was a GBA Mario Party.
Yeah, and it was bad.
Oh yeah.
It was very single player focused
Why?
because it was on GBA.
It's Mario Party.
Nobody's
They-
gonna go for the bother of linking up all their GBAs for
It
multiplayer.
came with like this weird paper board that you could play a board game. Like, oh my god. Well,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do it again.
Fuck yeah.
I just wanted to show off these great sheep puns that I buttoned through by accident.
Every time you get the explanation.
Yep,
Full explanation.
yep. Every time you fail a minigame, you get the full explanation.
Just in case you didn't understand.
You don't get like an option of, oh, would you like to hear the explanation again? Because, you know, sometimes in games you may be button through an explanation by accident. It's like, okay, I need to actually listen to that. I can't figure it out. But no, they don't give you the option. It's just like, they just tell you. So if two of them are overlapping, you can grab multiples at once. It's a good strategy.
Strategy is a heavy word.
Yeah.
So I don't have a speed run this game.
Also, you move slower while charging.
Oh.
Well,
Oh. This is gonna be.
Video games are art.
so this is just a great BGM. Right?
Hmm.
Right? It's so good.
What do you think it's like to compose a bunch of tracks for a game like this and really put your heart into it, and then you hear it played back to you, and it's just the crunchiest sack of shit?
It's
Like, you
sorry,
put your
we had to
thumbs-
really lower the bitrate to fit them all on the cartridge.
Are you
You
ever
should,
gonna
like-
release like the original versions? God no, no one remembers fucking Grunty's Revenge.
Yeah.
Please put my music through a wood chipper. Just put it in the grinder.
I need
Bit
to buy
Mexican,
the
my boy.
Grunty's Revenge OST. So check this place out. This is someone you recognize.
Oh, he's the same.
Yeah, but it's in the past, so he's got like a 70s pad.
I wish he had like sunglasses or something.
Nah, that's more effort. They just made a background.
Why do I feel
Also,
like they
he's a
wanted to
trainee
give-
at this point, but he trained Gruntilda before she cursed him, so yeah, they just swept that whole thing under the rug.
Why do I feel like they wanted to give him a big afro?
Probably. Yeah, we can't actually do anything there because we need a Mumbo Totem, which is just a Mumbo token. They just call it something different. You know,
Oh,
differences
what's
in
the same?
translation from this game that was written in English.
Jesus.
It's
It
useful.
seems like the kind of game that had a wild name in Japanese.
Oh man, I don't know.
You know, like how Oddworld was called like Abagogo.
Banjo-Kazooie's name was Banjo and Kazooie's Great Adventure. And then Tooie was just called Banjo and Kazooie's Great Adventure 2.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
if
a
this
tendency.
was anything. Anyway, we've got the roll now, so we don't have to deal with this shitty whacking attack. Where we have to completely stop before we can swing.
Most of the time you'll forget you have it because you will always be moving while you swing.
Yeah.
Whack.
Alright, it's time for a boss fight.
The slurring S's didn't adapt to this limited text space very well.
No. It's kind of annoying. Like the rest of this game, it's kind of annoying.
Look, you've got to know that the big green guy says S a lot.
Yeah.
This is much more important than actually fitting his
Alright.
dialogue
boss
into
fight.
one box.
So he gets a shield up, he throws things, you dodge the things, and then his shield drops, and you could attack him. That's the whole thing.
Wait, is Klungo supposed to be like a weird snake?
What?
Because he slurs the S's? Is he supposed to be like a weird snake or
I
something?
think Klungo's
He's
just supposed
Igor.
to be a generic lizard.
He's
Okay.
like Igor from Frankenstein, who kind of talked a little funny.
Well, yeah, but is he like a snake with hands or something?
Nah, he's just a dude.
Okay. I think it would be very in character for Gruntilda to give a snake arms and legs, though.
Yeah. She'd give a snake arms and legs, but also they would feel constant pain from their arms and legs.
Whoa, I just realized the Mumbo totems have hollowed out eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, what the?
That icon on the corner is a little bit intimidating.
It's like a Doom game.
Alright, let's go meet with Mumbo. We only need one Mumbo totem to do Mumbo things in this game.
Man,
Wait.
things really do just look weird and out of place in this game.
First, we need to do this.
Oh,
Could you
that's how you
imagine
do
if they
that.
tried to adapt the first-person shooter segments from Banjo-Tooie in this?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Taking a note out of the book of that Medal of Honor Game Boy Advance game, which also sucked.
So here's a actual neat idea this game has. You may notice you can select your transformation. You can turn into any transformation in any stage.
Oh,
And that's a neat idea.
that's a neat idea. Does seem like it would be a bit of a hassle to go back and try them all, though.
It's kind of obvious where to use which ones because every transformation is just a key in this game. It's a neat idea that isn't super well executed because nothing's well executed in this game, really. Oh, can I turn into things as a mouse? Yes. Typically, you can do things like this as a transformation, like in other Banjo games as well. So, the mouse can fit into small spaces. And you can also nibble. Oh, wait, I can't. Right? That gear looks like you might be able to jump on it, but you can't.
No, it's
Gotta
moving
go.
way too fast.
Yeah, you gotta go down and around. That hole just drops you up here for a reason. Nibbling is only used to break ropes. It is not an attack. It's not used for anything else. You just chew the ropes, and that's what the mouse does.
Okay.
Yeah. The mouse has no combat capabilities. You can just go collect things. Also, we just got our 100th note for Cliff Farm.
Where you farm the cliffs.
Yeah. And there's our last Jinjo. And therefore, our last Jiggy. It's the first level. It's quick and easy.
Alright.
See? We
Except
got
for
everything
the,
except for that Jiggy we need to go pick up because... Remember how in Banjo-Kazooie, when you collected your last Jinjo, you just got the Jiggy?
Can't do that here.
Yeah, Banjo-Tooie did the same thing. You just get a Jiggy. But here, it's like, you gotta go back.
We need to make sure that people don't beat this game within their rental period.
Yeah.
That's why it's stupidly difficult later on.
Yeah, there's some really hard parts, but I feel like they weren't intentionally hard. I feel like that's just kind of a consequence of this game being kind of a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have you beaten this game, Ashley?
Twice.
Okay.
I've played it more than twice, but I've only actually played it through to the end 2 times prior to this.
Jeez.
My answer is 0. I have never beaten this game.
The final boss is, like, really hard.
Yeah.
Like,
That's actually
really, really hard.
That's actually just where I gave up on, like, my test run before the LP. I had actually 100%ed the whole of the game before that, but the final boss just sucks.
Yeah. Alright, well, we can leave Cliff Farm.